Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 10.
We begin tonight getting you up to speed on the severe weather we've been having. Just take a look at this video for a moment. Wow, a very impressive lightning show here in Lincoln. This video sent into our Now Local News app by citizen journalist Tanya. There are plenty of videos on our app right now of Mother Nature's madness for you to check out. We invite you to do that. And then came the rain. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Rod Fowler. Thanks for staying up a little late with us. This video right here coming out of Utica, citizen journalist Brylan sending this video into our Now Local News app. Just one of the many storms we've been seeing hit eastern Nebraska this evening. Let's take a live look outside, see what the situation is right now. You're taking a live look through our network of cameras. My goodness, we have a show going on almost every camera on there. Lots of lightning still going on. As far as the rain, it has simmered down a bit here in Lincoln. But what about other areas? Meteorologist Dominic Ferraro joins us now with the very latest. Dom.
Hey, good evening, Rod. It's kind of calmed down here in Lincoln, but the surrounding areas still seeing some storms. And there's a couple parts of southeastern Nebraska that have been seeing storms for several hours on end. These have not been in any hurry to move on to the east, and finally starting to see a little bit of storm movement as we take a closer look to southeastern Nebraska. I'm going to go ahead and take the controls here. We do have one severe thunderstorm warning for Gage County here and portions of Jefferson and Saline County. This goes until 11 p.m. as this storm moves off to the south and east at 40 miles per hour, capable of producing 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. So the city of Beatrice here, we'll look maybe at the Shones roofing camera in a second. That is certainly a concern for them down there. Now, all these light green areas here, just to the south of Lincoln, flash flood warnings. As we've seen at times close to 4 inches of rainfall fall in some parts of south central Lancaster County and into southeastern Saline County too. So it's been a great soaking of sorts here in far southeastern Nebraska. It's probably a better term to use for that, honestly. Lots of rainfall here, but a couple of watches then to take a look at. Severe thunderstorm watch in place for southeastern Nebraska until midnight tonight, and then also flood watch in place for southeastern Nebraska. Both of this we've been talking about, both of these watches really for the majority of the day. Quick look outside though, see if we can get another bolt of lightning here on your Barry Law camera. Kind of an eerie glow there from Memorial Stadium too. Looks like we might not get so lucky here, but we'll have a better look at what it means here for the rest of the evening, how that flash flooding threat is going to evolve as we go through the overnight hours, and what you can expect for your weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right. There was some lightning. Thank you so much, Dom. Breaking now, a near drowning in Lincoln not too long ago. The scary moment involved a 4-year-old in a swimming pool at an apartment complex near 51st and Vine. We talked to Lincoln police and got this confirmed. We're told that CPR was given and the child began vomiting and breathing again. Wasn't that great that happened? The child was taken to the hospital just to be sure and get checked out. Also breaking now, a second Texas screwworm case is confirmed in another cow. It comes from a parasitic fly. The flesh-eating parasite is becoming more of a cause for concern for the USDA. This case just over 5 miles away from the first case this week, and it was the first in the U.S. in 60 years. Texas officials are collecting other samples from the surrounding area. We'll keep you posted on any new information. The U.S. shoots down 4 Iranian attack drones, testing the ceasefire in the war in Iran once again. U.S. Central Command just releasing this information. They say the Iranian drones were launched towards the Strait of Hormuz and pose an immediate threat to ships there. In response, the U.S. striking Iranian coastal surveillance radar sites, helping defend against any future attacks. Earlier today, at an agricultural roundtable, the president giving really no timeline to ending the war.
One way or the other is finished. It's either finished with a piece of paper or finished a more difficult way, although you could say a much easier way. We're at a point, we're going to come out of Iran very quickly, and it's going to be very strong, one way or the other.
We will make sure to keep you up to date on any new developments between the U.S. and Iran on air and on our Now Local News app. Developing now, the Cass County Court confirms a mistrial connected with the death of a Nebraska State Trooper, Kyle McCasey. He was killed last year when he was hit by a state snowplow while responding to a crash on I-80. Jurors were deadlocked on whether the plow driver, Thomas Jordan, was guilty of misdemeanor motor vehicle homicide. The Cass County attorney will now decide whether or not to retry the case. We'll keep you posted as soon as that happens. Well, right now, a $100 million project is spanning more than 2 miles at the Lincoln Airport. It's a rare runway that will bring benefits not only Lincoln, but the entire country. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson was there. She tells us how it impacts regular travelers. Z?
Yeah, Rod, let's give you maybe an idea of the true scope of runway 1836. Now, this is the south end. It'll stretch all the way down past the horizon there, and then you might be able to see this gray patch right there. It's pretty small. It goes another few thousand feet even past that. And today we're hearing why this huge project is necessary.
It sends, I think, a very, very clear message about Nebraska's future, about the opportunities that are here, about the growth that is here, about the vision that we have in Nebraska.
This afternoon, an inside look at the largest project in Lincoln Airport history. This will soon be runway 1836. It was originally built decades ago and was instrumental during the Cold War, where B-47 bombers could land. But it's been falling into disrepair, with some parts of the runway dating back to the 1950s, and it's become costly to maintain. So crews crushing up the concrete into these big piles and starting from scratch. It's nearly 2.5 miles long, 200 feet wide, and 17 inches deep. You might wonder, why would we need a runway that long? There's a few reasons.
Well, the short answer is, like I said at the beginning, this is a unique piece of infrastructure, having a runway this long. It is not common. And as a result, that has given us a number of advantages over the year.
It is important for our community from a civilian travel perspective. It's important for trade, as we've seen a number of unique examples as well. And it's important for our military missions.
Once it's complete, it will be incredibly versatile.
This runway can handle the heaviest and most critical aircraft in our military infantry, from our C-5 Galaxy to the E-4B Night Watch Command Center. Its capabilities are so robust that it was even designed as an emergency contingency landing site for NASA's space shuttle.
This is an expensive project, costing around $100 million, but taxpayers will be happy to hear it's being funded almost entirely by the National Guard Bureau, government grants, and the Lincoln Airport Authority. Officials say the investment will be well worth it, solidifying Lincoln as a key piece in national security.
We are open for business in Nebraska. We are connected to the nation, and we are committed to the security of this country.
Now, during the construction, there are other runways for planes to land and take off. Now, to get to the finished product, crews will be working in 3 phases. Phases 1 and 2, which you can see here in the red and yellow, are set to be done by the end of this year, and planes will be able to land there once it's complete. But the full runway, including this green portion here, is expected to be done by fall of 2027. Reporting in the studio, Mackenzie Johnson, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Mackenzie. Also developing now, some relief could be coming for those hit hard by the Tyson plant closing. The governor ordering Dawson County be temporarily exempt from mandatory work requirements to get Medicaid. The governor saying that county is seeing high unemployment rates of more than 8%. Nebraska was the first state to implement work requirements for Medicaid recipients. If the governor's request gets federal approval, those on Medicaid in Dawson County won't have to meet the monthly requirements to get benefits. Now, for most Nebraskans to stay qualified for Medicaid, they need to work, attend school or an apprenticeship, or volunteer for at least 80 hours a month. Right now, we also want to let you know that lake goers are being warned of some potentially dangerous conditions. State officials say Branched Oak Lake at Liebers Point is one they've flagged for having high E. coli bacteria. Also, Rockford Lake in Gage County has a high level of toxic blue-green algae, and it is falling into the category of being warning. Signs will be posted, and swimming in the water is not advised. New tonight, cornhole and classic cars coming together for a good cause. A huge showing tonight for a fundraiser that's bringing in money for cancer patients. While it's all fun and games tonight, this is making a real difference for families here in Nebraska. Yeah, a little friendly competition at the April Sampson Cancer Center in South Lincoln. The Cancer Partners of Nebraska and Lincoln Firefighters Association joining together, bringing a bunch of people out to play cornhole and check out some of the dozens of classic cars. The organizers say each and every dollar raised tonight will support Nebraskans who are battling cancer.
Just very practical everyday expenses that include their housing, their car payments, transportation costs to get to and from their treatments, and utilities. It just allows them to have a pause and take a break while they're going through their cancer journey to focus on healing.
The money that is raised tonight goes directly to them. So it doesn't go outside of our state, which is fantastic. All the money raised stays here. Just a little bit help, just goes a long way.
A couple of us stopped by to show our support during our dinner break. I got to toss a few bags, not always easy when you're wearing a dress shirt and a tie. The most important thing here, the amount of money they raised from this event. Now, they haven't counted it all up, but they're expecting between $10,000 to $20,000. Again, all of it going to Nebraska cancer patients. Well, stay with us. We have more heading your way after the break, including the Offutt exercise. A seemingly intense exercise is planned at the Offutt Air Force Base tomorrow. What types of things they're warning people in the area may experience?
And we're seeing those storm chances continue in southeast Nebraska. New warning here for everyone for southeastern York and northeastern Fillmore County. We have a storm right now dropping ping pong ball sized hail. We'll have the latest details coming up after the break.
New at 10, the Offutt Air Force Base is alerting the public of an exercise they're going to be conducting tomorrow, but they're telling people to prepare to hear the mass notification system on, as well as other loud noises like sirens, fire and smoke. They're saying, don't worry, it's normal for this and routine. They're saying if anyone finds themselves in an area where they become immersed in the training event, be sure to follow any guidance that's given to you. Well, right now, one Lincoln restaurant is telling us they're having a tough time keeping their front doors open. Pancho Villa off of 56 and Cornhusker says their business has been hit very hard. They say it has to do with road construction there in the area. Our Jake Holman talked with the owners today and joins us now with more. Jake.
One local Mexican restaurant is asking for community support.
I believe we sold like $47 on Wednesday. It was really rough.
Right now, Pancho Villa Mexican Grill says in the past couple of months, their business has declined roughly 75%. and they believe in large part due to the construction off the corner of 56th and Cornhusker. Project began early spring, and according to LTU, it's an improvement project that stretches nearly 2 miles on Cornhusker Highway from 37th to 56th.
Us being a location that's hidden already, the construction is kind of blocking off all 3 areas.
LTU says they've been in contact with Pancho Villa, responding to Channel 8 with a statement that reads in part, quote, "We are committed to working with all of our residents and businesses as we continue to improve street infrastructure in all quadrants of the city." Lisa Santana and her husband Eli have owned this place for 16 years. This is their only source of income. So, in a time of need, they then took to Facebook in hopes of garnering more customer help.
I know it's rough right now, but it's just nice knowing that we do have support and people do care about the business and stuff.
According to LTU, the project is estimated to be complete by winter.
Business continues this way, I don't know if we're going to make it, you know.
Lisa and Eli will keep working hard the only way they know how.
And really, we're just trying to do the best we can to be here and wait on people as best we can and stay in business.
Jay Coleman reporting for us. Happening tomorrow, Governor Jim Pillen will be making an announcement about protecting farmers' agricultural data. He's going to be joined by senators, farmers, and ranchers in highlighting a new law that clearly identifies ag producers as owners of the data they generate on their farms and field. It puts farmers and ranchers in the driver's seat when it comes to determining what to do with that data, who to share it with, and how to derive additional value from it.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Well, we've been here with you here all day covering severe weather and starting to see a few more reports now come out of southeastern Nebraska as well then as a few ongoing storms. Let's get you caught up here with the latest. And starting out here first in York County, York with the report there of ping pong ball size hail. It's 1.5 inches in diameter. Starting to see still some stronger storms. That was just 15 minutes ago in York as they got a stronger storm there. And then as we move over closer to the capital city here, this right here, 55-mile-an-hour wind gust towards Bennett, Nebraska. Also some reports of golf ball size hail near Swanton, Nebraska at about 8 o'clock this evening. And then as well then closing in on 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts just about a half-mile east-southeast of Plymouth. That there a few minutes ago as well. So still got some strong storms out there this evening that we're continuing to keep an eye on. Also, then the rainfall totals. Now at the airport, we're at 0.05 of an inch. Here at the KOKN studios, just before we started the show, a little over 0.4 of an inch. It's about the same there in York. But here in the dark red counties, earlier today, we got a report from southeastern Lancaster County of 4 inches of precipitation, and that's adding to the flooding threat we have going on. Also in southeastern Saline counties, now probably getting closer to that 4 to 6 range. This is radar estimates at the moment, but certainly some flash flooding. In fact, I do have a report here from Saline County, 2 miles to the north of Swanton, of Walnut Grove Creek has officially made its way out of its banks. So again, significant flooding going on there for southeastern Nebraska. Here's a look though in the capital city. Can still see some of those storms firing off to our west on your Allo Communications camera. Let's see a couple bolts of lightning there just along the skyline here in Lincoln as we look off then to the west. Temperatures at the moment upper 60s, low 70s across the state, and definitely cooler where we've seen some of those storms as we go through this evening. Mid 60s in York, just down the road in Aurora though, they're in the low 70s, so that's usually what we see when storms are in the area. Starting to see a few of those winds pop up on our map here as well. 38-mile-an-hour sustained winds in Beatrice, likely gusting a little stronger than that as they are warned under a severe thunderstorm warning. So let's get you up to date on those warnings, shall we? Here's a look at the radar. As you can see, kind of drifted us off to the south and east, moving through some areas already under flash flood warnings from earlier today. So continuing to see that flooding risk on the table going forward. We'll start here in York County, though. This warning We got two separate warnings going on right now. This one, this kind of skinny one here along portions of York County, and then down to the south there for Fillmore County until 11 o'clock tonight. This storm here is moving off, then, excuse me, I have to use my notes, off to the east at about 10 miles per hour. We've been dealing with a lot of warnings out here tonight. So off to these 10 miles an hour, at one point warned for ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And then I have an additional warning there we'll have to get you updated on for the majority of York County off there to the west. So that's where we're sitting at the moment. Also then, Gage, Jefferson, and Saline counties under a severe thunderstorm warning until 11 p.m. tonight, moving off to the south, as we've seen 60 to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts reported out of this segment of the storm too. So Beatrice moving through here now. That will continue to move in off to the south and east going forward. So again, been pretty busy out there, but most of the activity confined here to far southeastern Nebraska. As we go forward, Stormcast, I haven't found a model that really loves how to handle what's going on at the moment, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at one that keeps those storm chances in our area for the next couple of hours. I don't think those are in any hurry to move on out of here anytime soon. Then overcast skies with maybe some light showers for the start of your day on Saturday. We'll see how that impacts. I know we talked earlier about the potential for a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms, and we'll see if there's any energy left for those to work with here in eastern Nebraska. But as we just saw there, a possibility. So we'll keep an eye on that. Overcast skies then to follow as we head into your Sunday. So one last recap of all those watches. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in place until about midnight tonight. That here for southeastern Nebraska. Also a flood watch in place for southeastern Nebraska, as we can continue to see some stronger storms continuing to produce rain over the same areas. And still at the slight level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather, and we'll keep an eye on that here for you. Then as well as we head towards your Sunday forecast, marginal level 1 out of 5 risk out towards the Panhandle. We'll finally take a look here at your extended forecast, assuming it's going to load on me. There we go. Upper 80s for your Saturday, low 80s. Better chances for some showers and thunderstorms across the state on Sunday. Then next week, looking a lot more like summer. A little more sunshine out there, but we're trading in these chances for storms for higher heat and higher humidity as we head towards the middle of the month.
You know, 3 weeks ago or so, we really wanted the rain. We've gotten it, right?
We got the rain. I wish it wouldn't fall kind of all at once
right.
like this. You know, a little more gradual would be nice. But yeah, certainly got the rain today.
Sounds like we'll eventually dry out. All right. Thank you so much, Dominic. New at 10. The Grand Island community now has a new spot for outdoor sports and fun. The city's Parks and Rec Department says these newly renovated pickleball courts are now open to the public. That's at the Grace Abbott Park. These were previously tennis courts, but the city decided to transform them into pickleball courts. And one of the upgrades there is new lighting, which makes it possible for people to play even late into the evening. There you go. Get some exercise in the dark. Well, with the lights on, of course. Hey, coming up next, Sports Zone. No, Nate, I know there was some big news from the Huskers softball team today.
Yeah, there was. Jordy Fromm going to be on the staff next season with the team. Pretty cool. We'll have the latest on Fromm, the team, and a whole lot more sports talk coming up next.
Aqua Living
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with Sports Director Nate Johnson. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
All right, quick rapid fire through the rest of our warnings here. This one for York County, severe thunderstorm warning in place until 11:30. This is for 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. That storm is moving off to the east at 10 miles per hour. Then down to our south here, just lost that severe warning in Gage County, so good news there. But keeping an eye then on a flash flood warning for Gage, Jefferson, and Saline County. Reports of over 5 inches of rain 3 miles to the north of Swanton, Nebraska. Water is reported over multiple roadways, so that flooding threat is going to continue as we head through the rest of the night. We'll keep you updated here through the overnight hours.
All right, thank you, Dominic, and thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.